but then you want to complain about they don't like my music, they don't like this, then stay off there, though.
Yeah.
Then stay off there. Clearly it's not working for you. Just drop your music and stay off the net.
Yeah.
Don't read the comments. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
Just so that you don't come across those things. If they do, then they're gonna come across the people your circle. I'm gonna come to you and say, yo, did you see that comment? Yo, did you see this? That's the only way it's gonna make it to you. But other than that, you've cut it out from your own device.
Yeah.
You've just stepped into An Empty Street, a podcast where we casually engage in difficult conversations about relationships, wealth, and health. We are just three curious gentlemen who ask questions almost about everything, and our aim is to find answers from others and within ourselves. We sit down every week to explore unaltered conversations. So let's walk the talk together, and welcome to the Empty Street Podcast.
Yeah.
In 3,
2,
1.
We rolling.
Icona. Não vai enganar. Okay, in 3,
2,
1.
We're rolling.
welcome to the Empty Street Podcast. We're live.
Welcome
Another
back.
Tuesday. Another day. Yeah.
Back with another one, man. And as usual, we're not walking alone. And we're gonna let our guests to give us just an elevator pitch of who they are, what they do, where they're from, and what they on about. Nothing formal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just gonna start with you, Riz. KT. Yeah. Who are you, man?
KT, I'm just a little kid from Pretoria West, Lotus. Yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah. KT Derek, that's my stage name.
KT Direct.
Yeah.
KT Direct.
Yeah.
What kind of artist?
I'd say performing artist, but I prefer myself as like a musician because I'm very versatile.
Okay.
Yeah, I do music. Yeah.
And your go-to genre?
I've only been to three genders. It's hip hop, and it's piano and trap soul.
But
Yeah.
which one that
But I'm willing
defines
to
you?
explore more.
But which one that defines you?
I'd say hip hop. Because with piano I'm just like having fun.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Yeah, I'd say hip hop. Yeah.
So that's your first love.
Yeah.
That's basically your first love.
Yeah, that's
Is that what
basically my
you
first.
first, like, if I had to ask you between the three, which of the three is the one that you would go back to on any given day, any given Sunday? Which one would you go back to and just pursue, like,
Yo,
every
man.
day?
It's still like it's a little difficult.
Sale piano or hip hop?
No, like I've been pushing
It's a
piano
question.
since from last day because
That's what's popping.
Yeah, but like I've been to hip hop, like I've been to hip hop. Even now I can drop. I've been to hip hop. It's just that I'm having fun and it's going so well. I'm having like something that I want, So
So far,
I'm just keeping going until
Wow, great.
yeah. But I'm a hip hop jam,
Yeah. Away. And then on our right hand side, we have.
Which is your left-hand side.
Yeah, on the other side it's the left. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
I don't mind. My name is Reiitz. I'm an artist, and I'm currently doing piano music. But I chose not to block myself as an artist, as a singer, as a songwriter. So I haven't put myself in like a specific block where I am. Yeah. So
you don't want to pigeonhole yourself into
Yeah.
just one genre.
yeah. So I want to explore everything. So that's what I'm doing.
But I have a question though for both of you. So this other day we were having a conversation with a colleague of mine, and it was about the Drake album that he just released. I don't know if you guys have heard it. Have you heard it? It has some bit of deep house in it, and
Dance.
dance, and we don't know Drake like that, and we know that he's been like experimenting even with reggae, like he's dancehall, and what we know him as, we just know him as a rapper and all of that. So the guy was having a conversation. He's like, man, you just gotta stick with your lane sometimes, because there are big guys in the game. For instance, if ever you're gonna go to say house, you know, here in South Africa we have Black Coffee. That's the guy who's specializing in that. And imagine now Black Coffee going to, like, not wanting to put himself in a box and be like, I'm gonna be a hip hop DJ or a hip hop producer, and then he's like, Black Coffee in the beats. But we know that that's Khaled's stuff. Khaled has been doing the same thing, and it's been successful for him for years. So my question that I have for you guys, that is being versatile the way to go, like going with what's trending, or just focusing in your own lane? Is that the thing? Obviously, depending on your goals as an artist, whether you are chasing your money, you are building your reputation as an artist, or you just after the passion, whatever you're passionate at that time. Like, I just want you guys to just tell me more about that. Which one is it actually?
I'll go first. For me, I feel like it's art, you know. It's that deep. You know. For me, I'm not just making music, you know. I feel like whatever I'm doing in reality with music, it balances me. It's a therapy, you know. That's why, like, I'll never feel like I gotta be pressured because I'm doing piano now. Like, it's a feeling. I do music because, like, what I feel now, you know.
So tomorrow you might wake up and feel like doing something different.
No, but I know I won't keep the same level. I'm gonna go. It is gonna be hip hop, or I'm just gonna keep on going.
But his question now is like, do you find it like as a useful thing to be versatile? Long time wise, if you look at, especially if you don't have the fan base, for instance, if you don't have the fan base, and here you are today, it's beyond hip hop, the next day it's R&B, like what market are you actually trying to tap into? Understand? So I think that's where his question is basically coming from. You are now, being versatile works for you now. You just mentioned that you did 3 different things: trap, piano, hip hop.
Okay.
Is it working?
It's working. It's working so far. I haven't had like a second thought. Okay, it's working and it's going well. So
it's working in a point of when you do your analysis. Maybe analyze a hip hop track. Like when you analyze a piano track.
Numbers. Numbers are going crazy now, and like
your piano numbers are going crazy. More than the other 2 genres.
Numbers are going crazy. So I can differ, I can see, but like maybe it's the way I promote
the music.
Maybe it's the way, but like numbers, I think numbers don't lie. Numbers always pull out.
So did you promote your music differently when you were making hip hop?
Because in hip hop I used to just drop link and tell my fans, I drop like something. Now like there's TikTok involved.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, you know. Okay. So it's working so far. It's working.
What would your thoughts be, Reiitz?
I agree, because I actually I understand, because I also do 3 genres. I've done 3 genres. So with Amapiano, the vibe is different. It's more it's more about the lifestyle, because it changes your lifestyle. So sometimes when you enter that side of the Amapiano world, you have to be a certain person. You have to carry yourself a certain way. You have to be a vibe. You have to constantly have that energy up there. You know, people must remember you. You know what I mean? But that's not to say that like hip hop doesn't have the same effect. But currently, because if you look at it, most people are listening to Amapiano.
Yeah, but I mean, you say that, right? And then if you look at the people that jumped into that genre, most of them, I mean, I could say most, come from a hip hop background. He just said that's just
Sizo Alkaline.
Sizo Alkaline, all of them.
And it's very good.
You know, you have your young stunners and all of them. They all have
they've
a hip hop background.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know if that also like kind of contributes to how the lifestyle ends up being, because they make piano but look hip hop.
But like,
you know what I mean?
If you look at it, do you think they would have been who they are today if it wasn't for switching to that genre?
I mean,
with hip hop alone,
there's certain acts where you wouldn't have known them had they not jumped to piano. Like Jan Stunner, for instance. I only knew him once he jumped to piano.
And then you find out later
that he was actually a hip hop act.
Yeah.
You know, but with Reason, I know him as Reason before Sizo Alakai.
Yeah.
You know? And then once that popped and then blew up, he tapped into a different market. But he already had a fan base. I understand. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe there's the clash of both worlds. You know, but as to which one will actually make it
balance it,
So but for you, is it working?
Yeah, it's working better than like R&B and hip hop.
You started
but
with
also
you started with what first?
I started, my first song was like an R&B track. My aim at the beginning, I was like, if I really want to do this and share my feelings and share my passion and share my art, am I gonna go via hip hop? And then I was like, I'd rather go R&B than they'd hear me. But I'm like, why would I just put myself in that box? What about the other people? What about people who just listen to hip hop? So they'll never get to hear me because I'm on the R&B side. So I would like to be heard that side as well. So that goes with every other genre. So that's why I'd rather not box myself and just do everything.
Okay. So would you say maybe choosing a gender, it goes with the personality? Like let's check. For Mapiano, as you said before, you need to bring out the vibe. Right? Yeah. Then for hip hop, you just need to tell the story. Yeah. Make sure maybe you're good in poetry or you're good on sharing
flow,
feeling, right?
Yeah.
So for you, does it go with your personality, whatever you do, or you just
like choosing a genre?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the person, hey? Because for me, it was hard to switch to Amapiano. As much as I could write to it, I'm like, oh, I feel it, yeah. But I'm like, okay, shit, my bad. I have to be, I have to lead a certain vibe. I need to be a brand. So I need to fit in that lifestyle. So that switch, because I'm like more conservative and so I had to be in a space where I have to be like explore who I am, because it also like changing your genres also helps you explore yourself as a person, as an artist. So yeah, it's an amazing experience.
Because I'm asking that question, I remember one day this guy who Keho once said he never done a song on piano, right? It's because he doesn't have that vibe side on piano. The fact that it brings, it doesn't have it. Right, even the movement. So it's like I can't do piano because of that. That's why I'm just focusing on hip hop alone. So that's why I'm asking you, does it also align with the personality that you have? It's like I'm the person that has that vibe.
I think it depends from person to person, as she's saying. It depends on your personality as well. Like you should like be internal about it, Guti.
Yeah.
Will I be able to maintain this type of brand if I go into it?
You shouldn't just do it.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be it's the next trending thing, so let me just hop into it. But one thing I think you've answered me from the question I asked. second part of that question was looking at it from a business perspective. Do you think that is something that's gonna work? For instance, now people are like, for instance, if we hear an Amapiano song that's new right now, it has elements in the instrumentals that we've heard before. So it's only the vocals that are changing, the melody that's changing,
Tempo.
the tempo as
Yeah.
well. But we know with the the elements that are used in this, it's still Amapiano. So looking at it from a business perspective, and obviously we have to look at it from a long-term perspective, is it something that's gonna work out?
Yeah.
And I don't think you guys can predict that, but with how you are feeling and the delivery from I mean the feedback from your audience and all of that, like you can see with people are responding this way at this certain time, and as time is going, for instance, me now, I'm not an artist. I'm an artist in my ways, but I'm not an artist. I listen to music, and I'm open to listening to any type of music as long as it's good music. So what I've been noticing is that there was that time where Amapiano was coming through and everyone was just all over them. But fast forward now, I think it's been a year or two since 2020.
It's 2022.
Yeah, it's 2 years. 2 years later, and I'm like, I'm hearing the same sound. There's nothing new that I'm hearing. And unlike hip hop, from hip hop you can you can listen to this song and this song and this song and this song, and we know that it's the same like genre, it's the same rhythm, and we're listening to it, but we know we're getting a different message to it because there's lyrics that we have to listen to. But with Amapiano, it's like a vibe. And now it kind of feels like the vibe is just the same. So I'm looking at it now from a business perspective. That looking at it long term, is it something that's lucrative for you guys, or that you can that it's worth it for you guys to put time in instead of just because we are always advised to specialize in something. You have to specialize in this, and then if you become the best in that, and then that's when you can be able to make money. And I understand the passion part that you guys have, and as you said, Reiitz, with the people having to experience you and your emotions with these different type of genres. But at the end of the day, we have to pay bills. Is it something that when you're looking at, you're saying, Witty, this is something I can do long term? If ever next year kungena guitar, is it something that you're gonna jump in because the next trending thing, and something that you can be able to express your feelings in as well? Like, that's what I want to know. I think those are difficult questions.
Nah, but then I think with me, I don't know, but with me, I think it's about finding yourself either way. You just need that timing, that timing. Whether you're gonna blow up with hip hop or piano, just like that, just finding yourself until you get it right. So,
but then, let's say you get it right. How do you then maintain that position?
To the business side? I'd say
because that's the business now. Maintaining that position, like what Casper's doing.
Yeah, you always have to have a plan. I think I have certain things I wanna do. I really wanna do. Besides this music.
So music for you is like the capital to do the other stuff you want to do.
It's a whole plan.
It's part of the whole plan.
It's a whole plan. I don't like I wanna achieve a lot. I want people to remember me as like that guy who always been like around for every season, like who always been around. I wanna
always relevant.
I always wanna be like around until that time.
Until you die.
Until so.
And how about you? Do you see any viable options as he was saying that, like, in the business sense, like, is there a way of actually making bank in business sense? I mean, I could also put it in a way that I hear what you're saying, right? But in the current moment, I feel like all eyes are on piano, so it's hard not to make money. You understand?
You just need to have that break.
Whether you knew or obviously if you knew, it's harder to break into the industry because not a lot of people know you. But in this current moment, I mean, are they touring like globally right now? You know, and the more they tour, the more people actually pay attention. You know, and
Come
then
away,
it obviously
yeah.
they look back at where this genre comes from, which is here in SA. You know, so it's more limelight on us. But then the question then still remains: what are we doing with all of that? You know, all of that attention. What are we doing with it? You know, are we actually pointing it in a direction where it's gonna make us money? You know, we sit here with local brands. We sit here with local brands. You know, I can sit here. Maybe he's a brand and he's doing something totally different, and I collaborate with him because I'm piano. He's doing something else. I bring him into that piano industry, and then all of a sudden now there's money flowing both ways. You know, it's not only coming my direction, but it's also going in his direction. You know, so those kind of things also are worth knowing. That's why I was like, I understand him, but there's also those things that we can notice that people are touring, they're making money. You know, but to add on to that, my question was, since you guys are in this industry, right, making music and all of that, how do you guys then like tell your friends apart? Whether you have industry friends, because we know people have industry friends, right? From top celebrities to new people, you will always have people you know only because you're from the same industry, and then there's people who you've been friends with since Vele Fantuka. Now you went to school with them, they became your best friends. How do you then like filter which ones are your real friends? Because at some point I can understand how you can get confused, you know, by industry friends being your real friends. Mara, how do you then tell the two apart? We'll start with you. If you've had any of those experiences. I mean, there's people you've shared stages with, right? And then they end up being your friends because you guys are in the same industry.
Maybe because of the vibe.
The energy. You guys like each other's energy. Like, oh, let's share contacts. And then it becomes like that type of thing. Oh, let's hang out whenever, and then you guys become friends. You know? So.
Well, honestly, for me, networking hasn't been that easy. I don't have a lot of people outside of the people that I've known. So I have people that I know, and then I'm like, I know you and I can trust you with 1, 2, 3. Like if I get here, KT, I know he's around. We can talk, ask him what's going on, you know. But for me, and then my home friends, like not a lot of them are that involved in my music life in terms of performances and stuff like that. So that's due to their own lives, you know. So it happens. But those are the people that I know got my back. They can say, "Yo, good luck for your performance, all the best." You know what I mean? So
So you never really have instances where you're facing a person that's claiming to be your friend that is within the industry, and they just there for clout. They're just there because you bringing numbers. Let's say on your social platforms you have probably like 100K followers, and they're like, okay, this person can bring me like a new market, you know, and then you like want to tap into that market. So now you guys are friends because you want to share followers.
I've never experienced that. I've just experienced offers that were like, yo, come through, we're having a performance, or like we want to shoot, but then those people, like, I don't know what their intentions were, because some people are just here to drink alcohol and listen to music, and then they see a girl dancing and shaking her booty, and they're like, yo, give me your number, I'll call you, I'm a photographer. At that time he's not really, so there's that. There's that. So.
And sometimes there are people, like, they're not just there for the numbers, they see the potential, because there's something called human capital that we are aware. It's just a term, human capital, but when you think about it, it's something that we all have in our minds. For instance, we have this podcast running, and there might be someone who wants to be our friend because they see you with okay, this podcast might grow to something that's bigger. So even
Wanna
with
get in now.
individuals as well, Luguti,
Yeah.
you, Reiitz, Siambona good, okay, we are performing. She's actually good. Katie is actually good at what he's doing. You know, but I'm gonna want to be his friend because I know Guti we capital and somehow, some way. Looking at things long term, obviously, Guti, he might blow up someday.
Yeah.
And when he blows up, I'm here. I'm his friend. You know, so that's what we're talking about, Guti. Some people are just there for you to blow up so that they can benefit.
Yeah.
And some people are just your real friends. And if you can look at Casper, his friend, I just don't know his name. Friend Yaga Casper, yeah? Couple more. Yeah. That guy has been there all these times since. And now that Casper is making money, he makes sure with that guy, he puts him on. You know what? That's real friendship.
Yeah.
And then someone who might meet Casper after his blow up. And then it's questionable, Guti, is this guy around because he wants to benefit from whatever I am or what I can be?
Yeah.
Or is this guy genuinely just here?
With me, like I have like certain friends that I grew up with, and we still like doing music together. Yeah, I think. But with me personally, I think with the energy, that's how I move. You know, my energy never lies to me. So I always like I move with energy. If we're gonna be close friends, then we have to be doing something. It's either it's music or something.
Yeah.
It must be like that.
But how do you now
Nothing
know
more.
that? Let's say I'm now your friend
Yeah.
that you just recently met. Probably just got off stage. I'm like, yo, I like what you're doing. You know, I do similar thing. Let's exchange numbers and see what we can do, right? And then from that it blossoms into something else. Now we're doing features back to back. It's a AKA Daniel's situation.
Yeah.
You know, those people are not always homies.
Yeah.
Right? You must remember those people are not always homies.
Yeah,
But
you always gotta know,
I get it.
You always gotta know.
So now, how do you know Hori Neba's not actually my friend, man? Because he's doing things behind my back that actually only benefit him, and he looks at me as a favor and not actually a friend.
I think I never felt that.
Yeah.
I never felt that because like I'm that one.
Hypothetically, like, think of it now as a situation where you are in that position. How do you maneuver around it?
Man, what I do, I stay away, bro. I just focus. I restart if like cash up, and then I got like slashed. Okay,
Sure.
I'm gonna restart, try again. I know I'm always gonna come back. That's why like now like I'm like I don't usually have friends, but I have people that I work with.
You work with.
Yeah, that's who I consider friends.
And they know that you there for the work and not for anything
there for the work.
besides
It's
that.
either you there for the work and like whatever
That comes with it.
Yeah. But like I also have those people where like you check up, like for just checking up, you could do like because there's a lot going on. So but like I know how to divide all of it. So
Do you make sure all of these people, when they come into your cycle, they state clearly what is their expectations, why they are here?
Yeah, because that's the hardest thing to do to verbalize.
What you expect?
Expectations. Yeah.
and
Ask.
Because you seem like an energy person. From what you've been talking of, I've picked up Guti, you're an energy type of person. And do you know Guti, energy can be manipulated in a way?
I know all of that, but then there's always that guard. But like with me, having that type of relationship where okay, sharp, me and you are friends, ne? But you're also doing something on the side. But it's not gonna always be like keep you friends. That's why now if I'm not at work, I'm at studio or home. I spend less time at Kilcoin. So I'm always moving around. It's something new now. So I don't like to stay complaining one of us back. Even niggas get to call me, we have been to in studio.
Just like we called you to get you on this podcast.
So I'm always moving. I'm not a certain schedule. and so, but it's something new, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but coming to that, the expectation,
Yeah.
how do you handle that? Everyone who comes into your cycle,
Yeah.
do you ask them, what are you here for?
Nah, I don't.
You don't.
Nah.
It's just like, okay,
I
we
feel like
understand
no. I
unity.
feel like asking them, they're gonna king. You know,
Gonna
people how
twist you
think.
or
Yeah, they're gonna think
have
I'm
a way.
ready, or I don't ask. I'm just gonna let you
But
be.
then let's look at it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, as asked it, what you guys work with is through contracts, right?
Yeah.
Contract is like expectations.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you this contract.
Yeah.
Then this is what I'm expecting from you. This is what you can expect from me.
Yeah.
Right. So if now you're saying with everyone that comes into you, then we only here to work. This is what you said. Right?
No, it's not always about work.
It's not always about work.
Yeah.
But for those ones who are here just to do business, do you make sure that we have a clear expectation for both parties?
Yeah, because like if I don't, I feel like it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me. So you just gotta make sure from the get go. Okay, for when there is a limit, or like what are you giving me? What am I? You know.
This is what we work
always
on.
This is what we work on. Or when okay, shall be coming with the project. Okay, let's see what we can do. You know. Me like Kirata Spa, so I'm always gonna be that guy, but like I'm not moving. I can move fair. So yeah, I'm not always moving. I can move fair. Yeah.
The serious side.
Said a lot in between.
Serious side.
For one, I'd say expectations are a trap, once again. But we are humans, so we do have expectations. And for me, I personally always expect the best from a person. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I also understand that people can disappoint you. I have people that I know I can trust, and until a certain point. And I have people that are my friends I know I can trust fully with my life. You know what I mean? And that goes with the industry as well. If you meet up with people, you build a relationship and you really vibe, you can set that limit as to how far am I going to trust you. And when you agree that, okay, I'm going to trust you 50%. So I'm going to trust we're going to work together. I'm going to trust that if we get the money, we're going to share it proper. And I'm going to trust we're going to have a good relationship. If you disappoint me, I must accept that I let myself trust you. And I must understand that you're human and you're going to fuck up as much as I am. So if that is a breach of contract, it's fine. We move on, meet the next person, be friends or not, work together.
See how it goes.
But either way, in life, you have to decide to trust the person, and you know that you trusting a person is also you allowing yourself to be yes.
You have to have that.
So you know that person might even your own mother.
Yeah.
Like you can't fully trust your own mother.
True.
You can't trust
Can't trust
anybody.
no one.
And you see,
You
when you mention this mother part, like it gets deep to that extent.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the person that
That
like,
bore you, like
Yeah.
you can't.
you can't. And
And
for me, I don't think it's something I've shared on the podcast. But my mother has always told me, Uguti, not told me, but preached, Uguti, love them all, but trust no one. Love them all, but trust no one. Love them all, but trust no one. She kept on saying that throughout since I was growing, to a point that I couldn't trust her. I loved her, but I couldn't trust her as a person, as a human being. I know that she's my parent. I know that she can do anything for me. Like she can like move mountains for me. But the way she put it is that love them all, but trust no one. To a point that it
Including
even
me.
applies even to her. So it made me understand that she's also a human being. She's not just some savior who's gonna do everything for me. So when you say that, it gets to that point, Yoguti. No matter how much you can trust a person, but you should understand that they are a human being. and
Mess
at some
up.
point they're gonna put themselves first
Yeah.
based on whatever situation that they are in. So I think you made a great point there.
But that point for me, it calls this part whereby looking at Twitter, for instance, right?
First start on Twitter, done.
Yeah,
But I'm not
Twitter.
saying you first start on Twitter.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, for artist perspective, right? Artists, the way they are treated is like there are these people who don't have feelings. These people who don't go through emotions. You know, the way they talk about them, they can say any shit that they want about you. Then we have to always stand firm and always be that good guy.
Strong.
Always present themselves like, no, he's cool, no, he's what, and so on. Then now, how do you guys deal with the emotions? Whatever has been said, whatever thing that you feel like this now it get deep to a point that it gets through your emotions. You feel maybe a certain trauma that has been happening in your life, right? Even it can tap back to what your childhood, whatever trauma you've been dealing with now is being brought back, right? How do you deal with that? What do you tell?
Like, not just Twitter, but social media.
Yeah,
as
social
a-
media as a
In
whole.
life.
as a whole. Because,
I mean-
because I wanna, if we artists, I don't know where this came from, but at the back of our minds, we don't see you as a human being. We just see you as an artist. Yeah, for instance, Reiitz is a performer. Blind and we love her. Yeah, and then it's like another mall. Uhamba no mundo wako, or uhamba ne family yako, and we're not gonna be considering that. Reiitz is just having a family time out of all these performances that she's been giving us. But we're gonna be like, pictures, autographies, I want as long as so it means that we're not being considerate. You are actually a human being that has a life outside of what we see as our friends work. So
That's why we deal with it.
That's the one reason I'm so scared of fame. And the only way to be known is to be famous.
Okay.
So, I mean, for me as an artist, being an artist alone is already, being a creative is tough already because you are putting out yourself to the world. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can lash back at you. People might walk out during a performance, or people might say something on social media. That always happens as a creative because you've put your words there to be ridiculed. And you have to be ready that there are people that are not gonna fuck with you. And then there are people that are gonna really vibe with you. You know what I mean? There are people that are gonna put you on. So as an artist, it's a tough life. It's a tough
emotional
life.
intelligence.
Sure,
That's
it's a
what
tough
you
life.
should
You
have.
need to be
Emotionally
hard.
intelligent.
Yeah, you need to understand that this can't ruin me because it's gonna come again. So what then? Am I gonna lock myself in the room 15 days? You can do that 2 days, yeah. But jump back
Gotta
up
be out
and
there,
fight.
yeah.
But
Fight back.
did you try, David? Did you try to, even maybe before you started to be an artist or putting your work out there? Did you try to make sure that you have that emotional intelligence? Or you were
I
like,
don't think
I
you
just
ever
want-
really
I just want
ready.
to be famous. Let me just put this out there.
It's something you're not really prepared for. Yeah, it's something that you learn as you grow as a person.
And it builds you.
And the more you build, the more you learn, the more you grow. You know what I mean? It's just a cycle. You are taking from different moments in your life and different people that you meet, and you seeing, okay, when you have a conversation like this, and I hear your side of life that I've never heard before. I'm growing from that. I'm growing from that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna carry that. Oh, there's pieces of
That you
what
can take
I
with
like.
you.
That you said. So I'll carry that as an artist, and I know that's gonna help me where I'm lacking. Otherwise, as me, I need to build myself and be a stronger person so that I know that I'm ready when it comes. If I'm not, I need to be ready to come back. I need to be ready to be able. I need to be able to heal myself, and then come back and try again.
So now are you using a certain strategy to heal yourself? if maybe you feel like some certain way?
No, I cry.
Oh, you just
I
cry.
don't wanna, no, but I do more than that. But like
Oh, you just
crying,
cry.
crying is one of the best releases. Like the frustration, whatever you're feeling when
Are
it's
you
bottled
crying
up.
alone or you crying on the shoulder?
That took a turn. What? It depends on where you are, why you're crying. You know what I mean?
It depends.
But,
It depends. As she said, Uguti, it depends from situation to situation because one of those situations that might drag you down are not the same. So sometimes you might need a friend. Sometimes you might need a partner. Sometimes you want to be alone. So it depends on the situation. But I know,
otherwise,
Uguti, maybe it's more comfortable maybe to have those moments as a female, maybe cry. But from UKT manje na we out
not just
here.
cry.
And manje bamtshela ukuthi indoda indoda ikhali manje wenza kanjani
Yeah, you have to deal with it. I feel like it's very important to deal with your emotions, especially mentally. I think music, do music, but it was more easy when I was doing hip hop because I used to,
cry out
Cry
and have
out,
to put your words together.
yeah. But with piano, man,
Writing.
I'm getting there, but like it's also, therapy. Like, that's how I cry it out. Yeah. But I feel like it's important.
Writing
I feel
music
like
as well.
Yeah, I feel like, but it's important to like
Therapeutic.
take care of your mental health and like make sure you're good and like make sure
So you're saying your pen and paper is your friend when it comes
Yeah.
to your emotions?
the
Yeah,
mic, the pen and the paper, or the pad, the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ever wrote a song, then while you were recording on the mic, then you were rapping and feel like crying and felt what you were talking
emotions.
about, the emotion during that
Yeah,
time?
is that real? Is that deep? But like it's not everyday thing, but like yeah, fix at that.
But one song.
Yeah,
Do you have it?
Right now?
Yeah, no. Do you have one song that
Yeah.
you have ever wrote that you felt the emotion? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have that song? Name of the song. Just say name of the song.
Name
I'll
of
check
the
it
song.
out after.
It's a blind.
Mang?
It's a blind.
Blind.
Stay blind.
Stay blind.
Stay blind.
Yeah.
Stay blind.
Yeah, it's a blind. Yeah. Yeah, by Kitty Derek. And I also got like it's on Spotify and YouTube only. But I also like got a couple of producers on them. Like it's Altasoft. I don't know if you guys heard of Altasoft. They're producers, really dope producers. And the other one, XDAP, that was just here. And that was like, yeah, that's my producer. Yeah, those people I work with. Yeah, we have one of those songs where like, yeah, but like I feel like it's a range because like we've been working.
Yeah.
Have you ever have one? Because most males and females are different. Most as a guy you will like try to contain yourself. Like,
Yeah.
But you guys will experience emotions and like you easily cry. Right?
You do know men are more emotional than women though. They just don't show it. But anyway, I don't just cry. I do write as well when I'm feeling I need to release something. I need to say something. I write. I also meditate. I also meditate, especially in the evenings, because I wanna be able to wake up fresh, have peaceful rest, and wake up fresh. And yeah, so I have different outlets. Yes, I drink. Yes, I smoke sometimes when I'm like I can't. Right now, I need to breathe.
Yeah.
So you also have the one track where you expressing yourself.
In all my songs, I express myself. Even I'm a piano songs. I'm like my song Danko Tlozi is talking about people not giving up because your ancestors have your back. So you're thanking them and you're thanking your ancestors have your back.
It's like the song.
Danko Tlozi. Danko Tlozi. Yeah. So it's a very deep song because it was also helping me through a tough time. Because it says wena uyabona ukuthi udume ngani. I'm not a Zulu speaker,
Yeah.
so
problem.
akekho afana nawe, one of a kind. You rise up every day, enza into yakho. Don't give up. Don't give up. Idlozi igcwele thando.
Yeah.
So dango dlozi dango.
So the lyrics are you wrote them in Sizulu.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. It was my first song written in Zulu. I was like, but I did it. Yeah.
I mean,
Being flexible.
I think based on your question, I don't know if it was you or you who spoke about social media and backlash. Was it you? It was you. Like? So I think another thing is that social media never really prepared people for backlash. Like especially it wasn't like, okay, we want to create this platform for celebrities. We want to create this platform for just normal people, an average Joe, you know. So everyone just found themselves in this platform, whatever platform it is. I understand. And then you find platforms like your Twitter, where there's just all this black Twitter. It's just you know, backlash, one from the left to the right. You understand what I mean? And then you don't know how to actually reciprocate all of that. You don't know what to do with it because you're new to all of that. And then you find maybe there's an SK and all he does is just talk smack. Yeah, all he does is just everything. His mission is to make your day a living hell. You know, so now you have to live with that shit. Tomorrow you have to come back thick skin, take his shit again. You know what I mean? That's why it was never really filtered. It was okay, this platform you can filter for celebrities. Now you can filter for just average Joes. You know, so everyone just
As long as you're an artist.
and then now we expect so now we expect people to just take our shit, even though they're not supposed to. You know, and then when they backlash, when they're sending it your way, now it's like, nah, this guy is a fucked up celebrity because now they're not singing to your tune anymore.
And
The
you
problem
can,
is, hey,
and you can see you can see that with the power they have.
Yeah.
You can see it with they can make an artist in 2 minutes. They can make you famous.
They can make or break you.
break.
Yeah.
And at the
Make
same
or
time
break.
break you.
Yeah.
You know, so those kind of things are always like hard to like maneuver around because no one was really trained or prepped to be part of that platform. You just I think recently, especially a lot of piano artists have been talking about exhaustion and time away from social media because they're not used to all of that fame, you know, and it's all coming all at once. Now you have to deal with all this newfound fame. When you walk into the mall, now you have people that run to you with, as SK was saying, with pictures. You don't have your me time anymore. You know, you have to deal with that. Now you have to deal with people that are either talking shit about your music, or they don't like your music, or they don't like how you dress. They just have they opinionated all of a sudden. Young Ton, they have all these opinions about you and who you're supposed to be in their eyes. You understand? So those kind of things are always hard to deal with as an artist. You know, we've seen it, but people have been taking breaks day in, day out just to run away from those things. You know, but you can never really shut that world out because if you want to live on the internet, then you're always going to face those kind of things. Like, so, but if you live outside of that world, then you have nothing to worry about because you're not there for the fame. And fame treats people differently. You might, Kendrick for instance, Kendrick is famous, but you won't find him on social media. And then there's you or Ali. You want to be on the internet, but then you want to complain about they don't like my music, they don't like this. Then stay off there. You know, then stay off there. Clearly, it's not working for you. Just drop your music and stay off the net. Don't read the comments. That's the least you can do. You know, just so that you don't come across those things. If they do, then they're gonna come across the people your circle. I'm gonna come to you and say, yo, did you see that comment? Yo, did you see this? That's the only way it's gonna make it to you. But other than that, you've cut it out from your own device. You know?
That's the way to feel it.
Yeah, and then I mean we can move on because we've been.
This is why I don't do Twitter.
My other question was you mentioned something about lifestyle, right? And the lifestyle of we'll speak about the music you guys are into right now, which is piano. We've all seen the lifestyle that it has come with, right? It's high-end clothing, it's girls, it's this, it's that, it's clubs and all of that, right? Now the question is, does chasing or does pursuing this newfound genre, which is piano, your reasons for it, is it I'll direct this to you, T. Yeah, I'll direct this to you, Hore. Like, are your reasons for going into piano for the lifestyle, for what it comes with, or is it because you just like performing to piano music? What is your
And the access.
Yeah, and
Remember
the access to women is your reasons for actually going into the genre so that you have access to women more than you used to, or is it the
Nah.
lifestyle it comes with? Okay,
For some dudes I know, for friends I know,
yeah,
to look good, like maybe, or like to have girls around you is that lifestyle wherever you go. But with me, I don't know. I get to tell you, but it's scary. I didn't tell myself, okay, I didn't plan it. I just like, I firstly try like to rap on piano.
Sure.
I try, okay, let me see what I can do now. Let me do a melody. Okay, after let me see what I can flow now. I didn't plan it, but like I'm cool. It just one day it just happened. Oh, people like, hey, you good at this.
Sure.
Why don't you do it?
Sure.
It's like, really? Okay, let's try it out. And it worked. Like, I didn't plan it. It Reiitz, you wanna feel. And like, from
Yeah.
hip hop to piano. Yeah, but it wasn't easy, yo. It wasn't easy, but like, it just happened. Like, yeah.
And then, like, do you think the reason, like, some artists go into the genre, is it because of the money involved in it, or is it because of the lifestyle? But Matisa lifestyle,
I think both. Because the lifestyle is expensive, you're gonna need the money, you know. So
you need both.
I think both.
And do you think that's a
Social media.
a sustainable way of living? Do you think there's investment in any of that? Do you think they think of investing in any of it, or it's just the
I
now?
mean-
Or akiphelela no, need
Ah.
this now. Mara tomorrow we'll see
No,
when
no.
it comes.
For me, I think because like now piano is moving. Now like it's moving, and people who blow up piano like
years
I feel like inalezaga, and zaga ukiona to maintain the lifestyle. So inale plan.
But you also have the choice. Like you're okay, kimatisa zaga mara kinyaki lifestyle. As she was saying, the fame, right?
Yeah.
So lifestyle obviously brings you that fame.
Yeah.
So you can choose, okay, you know what? Yes, piano has money, but with that money, I'd rather choose to use it on other things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm asking. Do you think at this current moment, most of these piano acts or artists, do you think they're actually looking at it in longevity, or do you think they're just living in the now? I just need this now, lifestyle. I need this now, but tomorrow I'll see it when it comes.
For me, there's as I said, like I don't wanna be like only being following music. I wanna do other stuff. So I have a certain limit. Okay, after this, I'm gonna take that money, or take that royalty, or change invest in something. I'm just gonna make sure there's always that strategy. Because with music industry, I don't feel like things are straight.
Yeah.
Things are not straight. So that's why a lot of artists deal with like depression and things like that. So there's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot.
So I wonder with the lifestyle, as I mentioned, like friendships as well. How do you get to see this person is a genuine friend? It's coming with good intentions and all of that. Because I see I want to our address our intentions and expectations like upfront. So what I'm trying to find is that, for instance, for Amachita, you know that the lifestyle includes girls. The lifestyle includes access to certain type of women that you wouldn't have access to if you were just a normal Joe. So you have that access to women, and I think obviously as a female as well, there are certain type of gents who are gonna approach you in a certain way. like one asking for a romance, obviously. But how do you filter that, Guti? This is the person that I can be with, because you can actually have hookup, just having hookups. You're like, okay, hookups to fulfill whatever you wanna fulfill. Because you do have the lifestyle. But now, how do you look at it in terms of a long-term partner?
Yeah,
I think you
I'm not
can.
sure.
Yeah.
But I'll try and answer it.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I've been in a relationship for like 4 years now, and I genuinely believe like this is my long-term partner.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge believer of getting married, so yeah. But otherwise, I think it's just energy, because even I honestly I can't say, but like if I were to say from that side, I would say it would go with energy and what you want from a person, and if that person is giving you what you want.
Yeah.
So if you can see that that person is meeting you halfway and you guys are vibing and this person is genuine, then fly with it. You know what I mean? And if it makes sense to your life and whatever else you have on the side, make it work.
So what did you say?
I think for now, like I just wanna focus on one thing and in now. For now,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to secure myself first before like preparing someone on to get like. I must be prepared to involve someone else into my life.
Yeah.
So I think I must secure myself first before anything else.
Must be ready
I
for
must
it,
be
whether
ready.
it's financially, emotionally,
I must be ready,
psychologically.
Even though from now on it can be cold until everything, but then time will tell. Yeah, time will tell.
And
No, as I'm saying, Witty, as I'm saying, Witty, you're gonna be the person that you want to,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You've secured yourself,
yeah,
and girls are gonna throw themselves at you.
yeah.
I know what I
That goes
was.
without saying.
Yeah.
Now,
How
how
do
do
you
you
handle
filter, Witty? These ones are coming with good intentions, or these ones are coming because they see the amount of value I can bring to them. Because generally,
And also how
men
to
are
avoid
seen
the
as-
temptation.
are being seen as success objects.
I can't like
An age.
not an age. No, I'm gonna say discipline. No, I'm gonna say discipline now. Discipline is important.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like even like people don't talk about it, but like discipline is important. Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing that I'm hoping to catch up. If we can say it's a flow, so until I'm trying as much, even though there's a lot of temptations.
Yeah.
So discipline, that's like it's hard. It's not easy because
So, but then discipline helps you a lot when it comes to women. When they come to you like, nah, I should focus on this.
Yeah, but for now, I'm straight. I know what I want, though. Yeah, I know what I want.
Why do you know?
Yeah.
Alright, I hear you guys. In closing. So this is a question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna need an answer from both of you guys. Okay. The question is, what is as artists? What do you guys think you bring different into the industry that is already at play already? What do you think is different about you that is not being done already, or that is just in comparison to anyone else? What is different about you and you? And yeah, we can close it there.
Are you gonna go first?
For me, like I said, I write my own music, and I usually write how I'm feeling and what I'm going through and things that I'm hoping people will relate to.
Yeah.
So, like, because I'm telling a story and it's amapiano, I say Hanchi, people are like going that way.
Yeah.
So people focus more on like shakers, like things like that. You know what I mean?
Sensitive stuff.
But like you actually need to listen to what this
The
person
lyrics.
is saying. Yeah,
The lyrics.
and then the beats are fire. because I'm working with three producers currently. Skamichu, Casey, and MD Gone Wild. No, not sorry.
Yeah, I produce,
KR.
but yeah.
KR, my bad. KR. We need to make music together, but that's a chat for another day. But okay, yeah, it's, KR, Kamichu, and MD Gone Wild. So the beats are fire and they're different.
Yeah.
You know, they bring a different vibe as opposed to the music that we've heard, and they still like hot. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping to bring. That's different. That's what I'm bringing. That's different. In terms of that, the collab of the beat and my
music, your
my
approach.
my music, my writing, my vibe. Because for me, I also physically and looking at me, you wouldn't think I dance and I do piano and I get down. So that's also a thing. That's that effect. She does that.
Surprise.
Yeah,
That
you know,
element of
that's a
surprise.
So yeah, so I also like that feeling that
You have
people
that
get when
element
they're
of
like,
surprise.
oh yeah.
But
Or they're
don't
like,
you think
oh,
that's only
oh, let's go.
relevant to people that don't know you yet? And then once
Yeah.
you're performing you're performing to a crowd that already knows you, then it's not as surprising as it would be to a person that doesn't know
Yeah.
who you are as an artist.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Yeah, but also they need to understand that also I'm as genuine as
Can be.
as they come. You know what I mean? Whether it's the music, whether it's how I carry myself, I may be putting up a brand to some degree, but in my music, I'm as genuine as I can be. In my dancing, that's how I
That's
dance.
you.
You know, that's how I feel the vibe. That's
Yeah.
how I vibe with people. So, yeah, that genuine aspect of my brand is one that I hold very dear to my heart and that I push.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose myself to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Even when there's like gang money and be like, oh shit, I need to look like this. Now
Lost in
I'm
the
like half
sauce.
naked all the time.
Lost in the
It's like,
sauce.
I don't really need to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yourself.
I get you.
Alright, now we get Katie. What makes you different? What makes you different? We gave you time. We gave you time to think about this one.
Nah, I think, I feel like I don't
What
just
makes Katie direct different?
different. Yeah, exactly. The way I tell my story. Yeah, I make music about me, about the journey. You know, I don't just jump on any vibe, and so I make music about something that's happening now. That's more. I feel like it's real. Something is happening. That's why like. Even like when you listen to my songs, like it's different, bro. The way I promote, the way I sell myself, like it's totally different. And like it speaks for itself. You know, even though it's a piano, but I feel like my work just
approach is
speaks for
different.
itself, right? Yeah. That's how I'm different. I feel like it's too deep about me. I'm just writing.
And then
Taking this and putting like
is your music like, do you make music that is more lifestyle related, or you are like, is it more experience based? Like for instance, Alifak, you can feel her music. You understand? That's why you find people crying though.
It's more emotional.
Crying.
Yeah.
You know, because she's speaking to your emotions. And then there's people that speak to just lifestyle, you know. Oh, Vev, what's that other VSOP?
Yeah.
That's lifestyle type of tracks. You know? So where do you then fall under? Are you more of the lifestyle, or you tap into your emotions? Yeah. You know? More guy.
I'm more with that inspiration, but with the vibe. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm more telling you, like, don't give up. I'm more telling you, like, what you mustn't do. From what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's more with the vibe, but I'm trying to give you something.
Motivation,
I'm trying to give
through
you
that
something,
vibe.
yeah. I'm trying to make you dance, and I'm trying to make you okay
at the same time.
I'm trying to,
Nah, that's all.
trying to balance it.
I mean, I think we can crumble the cookie, right?
Yeah, but
I think that's how the
how
cookie
do
crumbles.
people find you on social media?
Yeah, put
On
you
social media
socials.
is KT Direct,
On all platforms.
Instagram, all platforms.
No underscore, no
Nah,
dash.
KT Direct.
One word.
Yeah.
Okay. How do they find you on social?
On Instagram and my Facebook page is Reiitz with 3 I's. REIIITZ.
All about I, huh? All about self.
3 I's.
All about
Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
I mean, from us to you, thank you guys for sharing your time and giving us your time. You look like a
Thank
busy
you
man.
guys. Thank you guys for
You look
having
like a
us.
busy man. A few more minutes. We're almost there. We're almost there. But yeah, in closing, thank you guys for giving us your time and joining us. We hope we opened some level of communication.
Yeah.
Just opened a different perspective,
Yeah.
whether it's good or bad. And as we always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of your pockets. This is the Empty Street Podcast, and we're signing out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome.
You tired?